Okay guys, I believe it is January 3rd and we are going steelheading. It is absolutely just dumping rain right now. And the river's not that high, but it's gotta be coming up. I'm gonna guess that by the end of the day it will be significantly higher than it is now, so we're starting low and we're gonna fish our way up with the river as it rises. Hypothetically, that's the plan anyway. I've got some fresh flies tied up. Those are gonna fish awesome. Excited about that. And I've had good luck this time of year before. I'm feeling real motivated now. We're really in the season now. I'm ready to fish hard. Hopefully that motivation sticks around. So let's get to it. So this is a real weird spot right here. My casting is not warmed up for the day. I apologize for what you're about to see. Because there's so much slack water in close to the shore, but it kind of like that interchange between the fast and the slow. Like, this swing is so weird. It's so weird out there. It's almost like I don't even know if this spot is worth fishing. But I think that there's gonna be fish out in that channel out there. And even though the swing is so minuscule, it drops the fly down into exactly where I think fish would be. So I mean, that swing you guys just saw was particularly bad, but it's not like it takes me really that long to fish it. I don't fuck around in this spot. Oh my God. Does a cast get worse than that? Probably not. What a waste of time right there. Let's try that again. But yeah, in this spot, here we go. It's really a funky swing. I'm trying to, like right here, everything is going sideways. It's, even though I have a weird bow out like that, the actual shooting tip and shooting head and sink tip are moving across like this. So I think that's all right. It's good enough to catch a fish. Oh, look at this, guys. According to this rock down here, somebody hearts Jordan. Ain't that just the cutest? Beautiful. That one's awesome right there. Yes. Now it's straightening out the way I really like it, right in that. Now we're really fishing through all there. Once it gets pushed further out to the side, I think maybe it's a little kind of just, I don't know, muddy or small rocks or something a little nearer to me. So I think it kind of drops out of the really effective zone, but you could always get an aggressive fish too that's willing to come chase it down. The mythical, non-existent, aggressive winter steelhead. Okay, I'm weighted out about as far as I'm trying to go right now, so that was my last swing for this run. But if you look at what I just fished down through, you can see it's actually a braided channel. You got this island, I'm fishing down off the point of it. Fished all this stuff on the right. Now we're gonna go back and fish through this small water on the other side, which is definitely worth a try. So especially up at the top of this run, the water I'm most interested in fishing into As we get down into it, it's gonna come over and start being both sides, but up here, I'm most interested in this slower stuff. The stuff immediately below me is just a little too shallow. So, I'm getting myself waded out in here pretty far. And that way I'm gonna be able to control and keep my fly down over there a little longer. It's gonna be tough in a current like this. There we go, now we're fishing. Now we're fishing. And what I'll do, instead of just stepping down, once I've got my cast out to the length I like, I'll kind of step this way. And that way I'll start to be able to cover the whole width of it as I go. So it's all short casts right here pretty much. Well, if that's coming out of there a little fast, but whatever. And then another thing I'm doing is once it's swung out of that water, I'm still interested in this stuff over here. So I'm just taking the rod and working everything across. I think a lot of guys when they're steelheading kind of just throw their fly out there and like set it and forget it. But well, stuck on a rock there. I'm trying to be actively involved with what the fly is doing most of the time. We're in some really nice water down there. You can kind of see there's a color change. I'm standing in some shallow stuff and it's greener over there. So it kind of comes down to this point and it's deeper right off the point. And that's where I'm really looking to find fish. We're on the black and blue right now. Got a lot of silver in these flies that I tied up recently. And they look really good on the vise. I'm not as convinced in the water, to be honest. It looks good. Just looks a little, I don't know, weird. Looks pretty good with the black and blue. Look a little funkier on the orange and red. So I haven't been to this spot since last winter steelhead season. And this log right here used to be my route in and out. Last year it was up on the bank, angled down in, so I just walk up it like a balance beam or whatever. But that's not what's gonna happen today. We're gonna have to try and muscle our way up instead. Muscle our way up in the mud. Ow! It's gonna be a two-handed operation. Nice. Okay, so let's see what has been up with me since the last time I was fishing. Well, what jumps to mind is Christmas. So my partner, Alder, and I drove out to her parents' place in LeGrand and did Christmas over there. We drove out on Christmas Eve, and it's wonderful out there. Had a great time. And then they took us to Yellowstone the day after Christmas, and we did a few days there in the Upper Geyser Basin, staying at Snow Lodge. That was really fun. I've never been to Yellowstone before, and I did do a vlog while I was there, so there will be a link to that, like here, or over here somewhere. I'm learning. Putting links in the video. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, if you're interested in just a straight up vlog, go check it out. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I ain't never seen no geysers before. Never been to Yellowstone before. We stopped at West Yellowstone, so I'd never been to Montana, so did an evening in Montana. Never been to Wyoming, so spent some time in Wyoming, checking a lot of things off the list. I'd never seen a bison before, saw that, and did some skiing, so that was a lot of fun. And now I'm happy to be back. Didn't do any fishing while I was out there, which is always a sadness, and I've been hearing that people were catching fish, which makes it even sadder. But I don't regret it, obviously. I'm very close with Alder's family. I love spending time with them. Yeah, it's a really enjoyable experience. A lot of stuff I'd never done before, so that's always fun. I was listening to Radio Lab the other day, and they were talking about how the older you get, the faster life seems to go. Whoop, gotta not fall over, sorry guys. And that just because we're pattern recognizing machines, and when you're in the same routine, you just stop experiencing as many new things. So time goes faster, you perceive time faster. You know, when you're young, a year is freaking forever, and now a year can go by altogether too quickly. But the way to slow down your perception of time is to experience novelty. And I love it. So, gotta experience a lot of novel new things there. Yeah, felt like it took a long time. Doing a lot of living since the last time y'all saw me. Been feeling fairly good, but definitely stagnant at work. I'm ready for a different job. And yeah, that seems like about it. If I think of any good stories, I'll hit you all with them. Let's get back to putting some flies in the water here. Yeah, it doesn't get better than that. Moving on to the pink and purple here. And I've never fished this run before. And to be honest, I like the look of the other side better because it's slower against that bank and faster over here. I'd rather be casting into the fast water and swinging out of it than casting into the slow water and swinging into the fast, but I'm not on that bank, so this is what's happening. But I kind of like this water that I'm getting the dangle down into right here. It's kind of deep up against the bank, and it slows out right above a riffle. So that is prime for a steelhead to be sitting in. Woo! Tough casting. I wasn't having trouble casting this much line when I had a little more space up there, but now I'm pushed up closer to the bank and got these trees right here. It's
Maybe I should just reel some line in. What I'm gonna do is to make my cast a little bit shorter and a little bit better. At least that's the idea here. There we go. Laid everything out nice that time. See, now it's going faster than I'd like. Okay, it's dropped into some good fishing though right here. That'd be so prime right there. The dangle is so for those of you who are new or don't do this, the dangle is when the fly is just straight down from you. I'd say in this spot with the deep bank, the dangle is a very plausible place for me to hook my fish. So I guess even though it's swinging in faster than I'd like, there is at least that small advantage to fishing this side as opposed to if I could get to the other shore. Oh man, I thought that was a fish for a sec there. But I don't know, we're stuck on the bottom. We can get that back, I think. Okay, so what I like to do, because I want to start swinging from where I was, this branch is going to be my marker. I was about even with here. I'm going to walk down and see if I can't get this fly back. Hopefully if we can just pull the opposite direction from how the fly went in, we'll be able to pop out. Apparently not. I bet I can just lay it out there for this one. What am I stuck on? It's a stick, of course. Got her. Looking good. So this water right here is stuff that I'm excited about because I don't know if you can. We've got a lot of stuff behind me here for this cast. I don't know if you can see on the GoPro, but there's kind of beautiful. It's the benefit of putting out less line right there. It just makes it way easier. By casting less distance, I'm sacrificing a little bit of area fish for a higher quality swing in what I can reach. And I really don't think I'm sacrificing that much area because a lot of the extra distance is probably not fishing well anyway. But there's like riffles down there. So this kind of stuff up here, I like to fish right into the top of a riffle because the fish will work their way up through that hard water and then they'll get up here and they'll stop and they'll take a break. And they'll sit around up at the top of the riffle a little longer than they might in other spots in the river. So they'll get concentrated at the top of these things. At least that's the theory. I don't actually catch fish, so take it with a grain of salt. For a moment there, I was like, I even turn the GoPro on, or am I just talking to myself? Wouldn't be the first time. Onwards to red and orange. Possibly my favorite color combo. Because I've caught the most fish on it of my very, very few fish. You know, the color of the day right now combined with feels pretty warm out here to me, and the pace and depth of the water, and just everything feels right. for there to be fish. But there aren't fish. And I'm doing everything right now. Or at least, you know, right enough. There just aren't very many steelhead.
Well guys, unfortunately I played myself a little bit here. Took a little too long in this area, and now I've only got about 30 minutes till sunset and not enough time to get to the place I was most excited to fish today. So damn, mistimed things. I don't think I'm gonna walk. I should have brought my phone. I was just worried it was raining, or it was gonna rain real hard, so I had no way to tell the time, and it got away from me. But we still fished hard today. Even if we didn't get to the spot that I wanted to hit, it probably doesn't make a difference. So yeah, guess we're gonna head home. I gotta take the car into the mechanic on Friday, so hopefully I can still go fishing that day. Maybe I can borrow my partner's car. Hopefully the news will be good, but I'm having trouble getting the car started. Anyway, yeah, solid day of fishing. We worked hard. We did everything the best that I could do it anyway. So I can't really ask for more. There's just not very many steelhead. So that's how it goes. I think this is the 5th day that I've been out. Somewhere over 20 hours so far. No fish. So that's how it goes. Anyway, I put out new videos every Monday, and most often Thursdays as well, and sometimes even more. So like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one.